Youth and challenges, building unity, joining every heart throughout the world. There's no other place more beautiful, filling every heart with joy and happiness. Take a look, the world is around you, discovering how we're unified. Loving kindness with understanding, becoming hope's bright shining light. Friends who've never met each other, heading for one destination, moving closer every day. So we will run along life's race.
The spirit of change, planting every field with seeds of hope and happiness. Tomorrow's faith, the compass in our hearts, the guide to a brighter way.
Traveling one life's road together, heading for that destination. It is just a day away, and we will run along life's race. Youth and challenges, building unity, joining every heart throughout the world. There's no other place more beautiful, filling every heart with joy and happiness. Who are we? IYF.
Caríssimos jovens da lusofonia, excelentíssimos convidados e palestrantes, caros e caras membros e representantes da Comunhão Internacional de Jovens, organização que está por detrás deste grandioso evento, o 23º Encontro Mundial, um evento que anualmente é realizado presencialmente e este ano está sendo realizado através da plataforma online. Por isso, quero também aproveitar, através desta mesma plataforma, para saudar a todos e desejar a todos bem-vindo a este evento e que todos possam aproveitá-lo da melhor forma possível. Um espaço de grande relevância para a juventude da lusofonia, um espaço de conhecimento e de troca de experiência. Temos como lema deste ano o desafio, a mudança e a união. O momento é mais do que propício para nós termos este lema como lema deste grandioso evento. Nós, a juventude, temos de facto um grande desafio pela frente para de facto conseguirmos a mudança que nós desejamos. E sozinho não chegaremos lá. É importante que haja união. Esta união entre os povos, entre a juventude dos países, a juventude da lusofonia, vai permitir-nos conseguir alcançar esta mudança desejada. Por isso, meu apelo é que possam aproveitar ao máximo este evento, este espaço, para criar esta mudança desejada para o mundo inteiro. A todos, um bom evento, uma boa continuação e que possa aproveitar ao máximo. Muito obrigado e boa continuação.
चिपक के चलती है कभी कभी तो राहें
जुड़े जुड़े कुछ ऐसे के लगा हो जैसे गम
डबल डबल होती थी जो कभी कभी तकलीफें
किसी के संग में चलने से हुई हाथ से कम
ओ तेरा मेरा मेरा तेरा तेरा मेरा मेरा तेरा
किस्सा तिरंगी
कभी कभी चलती है कभी कभी रुकती है समझे लगियां तोड़ निभाना तू सौखा समझे लगियां तोड़ निभाना ओ आशिक दिल की टशन पुरानी कहते ज्ञानी इश्क से आपा आग जवानी चली गई तो फिर नहीं आनी कुड़ी बेगानी रहने दे जीना सीधा साधा
मैं बनी तेरी राधा मैंने सखियों से अखियों में रखना है तुझको पिया थोड़ा ज्यादा ज्यादा मैं बनी तेरी राधा तूने सपनों तड़पनों में रखना है मुझको पिया थोड़ा ज्यादा ज्यादा मैं बनी तेरी
ये किसी की जतानी है रे इश्क से आपा आग जवानी मुश्किल है ये आग बुझानी जलना पड़ेगा आधा
मैं बनी तेरी राधा मैंने सखियों से अखियों में रखना है तुझको पिया थोड़ा ज्यादा ज्यादा मैं बनी तेरी राधा तूने सपनों तड़पनों में रखना है मुझको पिया थोड़ा ज्यादा ज्यादा मैं बनी तेरी राधा In love with you, my baby, I'm crazy and I want you to stay. Don't leave me ever. In love with you, my baby, I'm crazy and I want you to stay. Don't leave me
उरत होते धडधड लाली गालावर आली अनरंगात भरलंय वार ही कीर्तीची बाधा झाली
अरे उरत होते धडधड लाली गालावर आली अनंगात भरलंय वार ही कीर्तीची बाधा झाली
आता धीर झालो यार मग बधीर झालो यार आणि तुझ्याच साठी बनवून मजनू माग आलो यार आणि उडतंय नट पळतंय चिंगट रंगात आलं यार झालंय चिंग 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 समजा गावाला झाली या माझ्या लग्नाची घाई कधी म्हणणार तू राणी माझ्या लेकराची आई आता तारट झालूया
आता तारट झालूया तुझ्या घरात आलूया लई फिरून बांधावरून कल्टी मारून आलोया
आगडींच्या जोरात टेकलो वरात दारात आलोया झालंय झिंग 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 झिंग
My name is Kenny Paepae Mwekwa.
artistic director from Usutu Arts Production, the organization based in Pretoria, in Tshwane. Started in 1994, 12 March. So it's been long. The company started. So the organization work with young people who are doing theater, music, and dance. The students who are coming from disadvantaged background, from township in Mamelodi, township in Soshanguve, township in Atteridgeville, township in Cullinan, and then all over. And then some of the students who are attending full-time, they are from different provinces, from Mpumalanga, Limpopo, Gauteng, Eastern Cape, PE, and so on and so on. So we teach them art, theater, music, and dance, practical and theory. So we start them from level 1, where they don't know anything. So we start to teach them from level 1 until level 2. So the course take a year, but we still have part-time students who attend Monday, Wednesday, and Saturdays. So sometimes they attend Saturday 9 o'clock until 2 o'clock. And the young ones from 5 years to 15 years who are doing music and dance. So we start from the beginners, working with them just to train them. And then when they grow up, finishing their grade 12, if ever they want to do music or they want to do dance, they are talented, because talent is never enough. So if they want to be doing art, so we groom them from beginning to until they grow up. So that's how we work with young people. So we met with IYF, I think it's 4 years or 6 years back. We met with them. So we met with Mr. Powell, and then we did some arrangement to meet with us at the South African State Theatre, just to do some exchange program with them, and then work with them to know what are we doing, and then to share information with IYF, to give us information about our IYF, and share information. Exchange, sort of exchange program. So we arranged that. They came to visit us. They came with a group of young people who were doing dance, and then we have a special day with them, and then they give us some session with Mr. Chow and Mr. Muruti. They came, and then they ran a session with us, and then we do some dance sharing, show our African dance. How are we doing it? How do we have passion doing African dance and music? We sing for them, and they sing for us South African songs, and then we sing South African songs with them, and we collaborate. So the workshop went well. We enjoyed the spiritual weight from Mr. Chang, the workshop, from Mr. Paul, Pastor Paul, and then Mr. Muruti, and then we share information with young people from South Africa and young people from South Korea. We even have one session outside State Theatre where we did performance, collaborative, seeing the IYF performers performing outside. They were doing Indian dance, South Korean dance. They mix contemporary dance outside in public to showcase their talent. It was very, very, very interesting day sharing with the dancers. So Usutu is still existing. We're still working. We're still sharing with IYF. information. We still continue to inspire our young people through talent, give them information while they're still young so that they can prepare themselves to the future. They can respect their talent. They can respect themselves. They can respect who they are. They need to enjoy what's happening in their industry, not getting discouragement from other people who normally discourage other people when they have talent, and they tell them you don't have talent. So we motivate the kids, we give them the motivation, we encourage them, we give them this spiritual words so that they can be inspired. The spiritual words so that we get it from Pastor Chen, Pastor Paul, and then we share with them that spiritual words so that they can motivate themselves through this creative industry. Because everything is by the grace of God. Everything that we share is by the grace of God. So they need to trust to themselves. You need to trust yourself when you are talented. If ever you are a dancer, believe in yourself. If ever you are an actor, believe in yourself. You're doing a choreography, believe in yourself. Believe that you can reach there. We mentor our kids each and every time. We give them information. We share whatever we have on the table, we share amongst us. Sharing, it's important in Usutu Arts production. Before they attend the class, they pray for God to give them a spirit to perform, to do their creative work. We inspire them the whole day, from 9 o'clock until 4 o'clock, Monday to Saturday. They come from different places, from different backgrounds, and then we make them to be together, to understand each other, from different tribes, Zulus, Pedis, Vendas, Tsongas, but they're one. They learn from each other again, knowing their different languages. They can learn Tonga, they can learn Setswana, they can learn Zulu, they can learn Pedi, and then anthropology of dance as well. We teach them so that they know where they come from. If ever you are in Ndebele, we give you a chance to explore yourself through your Ndebele culture. If you are a Tswana, we still give you a space to explore yourself through your Tswana dance. If ever you are a Zulu, we give you a chance to explore. We give you a chance to give you we give you a chance to explore, to showcase your talents through dance, Zulu, Pedi, Venda, and then we collaborate, all kind of dance, we make it one. So that spirit of unity, spirit of Ubuntu, togetherness. Ubuntu, as our president Thabo Mbeki like to say, Ubuntu, we must be together. So we teach them the anthropology of dance, where the dance that come from, why they should dance, why they should do art. We explain that to them so that they can feel that. Thank you very much. I hope everyone will enjoy this journey of 2020 through COVID-19, the difficult time. Everyone must enjoy through screening, enjoy the festival through screening, share some information through screening, and get the word of God. And we say we thank you, IYF. Thank you very much for giving us opportunity. Thank you very much to share the Spirit of God with us. Thank you very much to share talent with our student. Thank you very much to motivate our kids, to motivate everyone. We say we thank you from Usutu Arts Production as an artistic director, a dancer, a choreographer, workshop facilitator. I'm not alone, I'm with Mr. Lulu Tseola, he's our principal. And then Emma Mwekwa, she's our coordinator. And Romeo Chwewu, our DJ facilitator. And Godfrey Tobejan, our drama facilitator. And Peter Mutiba as a dance facilitator, African dance. We teach kids African dance. We say we thank you as Usutu Arts Production, and we'll keep working together with IYF, motivating our kids, sharing information with IYF, and still keep the relationship in the spirit of Jah. Thank you very much.
My name is Kazako. I'm from Malawi in Africa. Malawi is a small country in southern part of Africa, and quite a beautiful country, but of course we don't have all the riches like some of the countries of the world. I was born in that country, and I'm very proud to be born in that country. I was born in Malawi just like any other person born in a poor family, or a family that doesn't have adequate resources, or even indeed a family that doesn't have resources at all. So I was born in a family of 8, and we all went to school, but of course we didn't go very, very far with school because of the problems that we had. But I made sure that I should stand strong. I should be focused. I should be disciplined. There are times when life is giving us a lot of pain. We tend to give up. You don't have to give up. You have to stand strong. And you have every reason to stand strong because you are not alone in that standing up process. We are children of God above all, and whatever we do, God is always there to ensure that He directs us. Firstly is to work hard, believe in Him, and make sure that you know exactly what you want to become or what you want to achieve. So I went to school just like another person. I never went to private schools. I only went to public schools. And in those days, public schools in Malawi were free. Of course, part of it, like when you're in high school, you needed to pay, but in the primary school, we weren't paying. I didn't go to the university. I would like to believe that I wasn't a bad student, but maybe issues to do with the environment that one is operating in. But that should not be something that you should take as an excuse. In fact, the best people must actually come out. They must come out in very difficult situations. I think that's one of my biggest regrets, that the situation I grew in, I was unable to make it big and go to the university in my early ages. So what I'm sharing with you now is to tell you that regardless which family you were born in, regardless which parents were or are your parents, you have the potential to become something in this world. Then I did my primary school and then did my high school, and then from there I started having interest in broadcasting. So I applied for a job at the Malawi Broadcasting Corporation. This is a public broadcaster, and I worked there for about 6 or 7 years or thereabout when I decided to start my own small company called Teakalulu Media. In that company, I was making various productions for radio, and in the process, I managed to capitalize myself, and I started a radio station called Zodiac Broadcasting Station. A few years later, I started a television station, and of course, we also ran the online facility, which is the biggest in Malawi. The radio is #1 radio station for the past 14 years, and it's got the highest listenership. All this happened because of focus. All this happened because of discipline. All this happened because of hard work. Do not be cheated. There's nothing that you can achieve if you don't work hard. Anything that you get without working for it is temporary, and eventually it goes. This is why sometimes you have seen people succeeding. They might look in your eyes as people are doing very well, but they don't finish well, because that is very temporary. So I would want to call upon all of you, wherever you are, to know that the world is a place for all of us. The opportunities that we have are almost equal, but sometimes it's how much we demand those opportunities. You must know that everyone was given equal time. Barack Obama, who is the former president of the United States of America, has 24 hours. Johnson in the United Kingdom has 24 hours. Everybody in this world has 24 hours in a day. So regardless how rich you are or how poor you are, you have 24 hours a day. The difference is how we use those 24 hours. Do we use those 24 hours drinking? Do we use those 24 hours doing drugs? Do we use those 24 hours just watching movies and going to unnecessary places and waste time? Or do we use those 24 hours reading and understand how the world is operating? So everyone has the same resource, regardless of who you are. Even Donald Trump has 24 hours. He might be the president of the United States, but has 24 hours. The difference is, what do you do with your 24 hours? At least I managed to utilize my 24 hours, and I have managed to climb the ladder. I can afford most of the things in my life. And sometimes you also don't have to work very hard. Life is not just being rich. It's about being happy. Work to an extent or to a level where you are going to be happy. So I think I'm generally happy. I have gotten most of the happiness that I needed in my life. And I think that even yourselves, you can also be what you want to become. Because sometimes we tend to think that everybody's going to become Bill Gates. Life doesn't operate that way. Everybody thinks that you can become Bezos. Life doesn't operate that way. You must make sure that whatever you want to do, you must be happy. You must be well provided for. It's not about just owning jets, owning a chain of hotels. Of course, there's nothing wrong in having having lots of resources, but sometimes we can also enslave ourselves in thinking that life is about being too rich, or life is about what we think it could be. Life is about being happy. Life is about being affiliated to God. Life is about being healthy. Life is about being of service to others. Life is about having an ability to do things for others. So I know, young people, you have a lot of pressure, but you must be different. You must be different. And if you are in a group of 20, be different. Be the different one. Use your 24 hours very well. If you're in a group of 40, be the different one, because it's a difference that will be different. It is the difference that will make you different. So that's what life is all about. Work hard, be disciplined, be focused, respect others, be tolerant. Also understand that the world is not just for a few people. The world is big, and different cultures, people speak different languages, people follow different things, and so on and so forth. Most of the things that we see in this world are things like wars, are wars that are created because of clash in ideologies. And it's because people, or young people like you, have not been prepared to be tolerant of other ways of thinking or other approaches of life. So I want to call upon all of you to start believing in yourselves, believe in God. God is your fuel. God will provide your fuel for you to get to the levels you want to get to, and lead a very well-rounded life, a very completed life, a very good life, a very well-provided life that would breed happiness at the end of the day. And above all, happy people will certainly create a better world. Happy people will certainly create a happy world. So I am one of you, but now I am in cabinet. I am Minister of Information in Malawi. The President, Dr. Lazarus Chakwera, picked me from nowhere to go and become Minister of Information. And I am there. I sit in cabinet. I'm there. I'm running a ministry. I'm there. You can also become ministers. You know, you can become anything. In fact, you shouldn't also believe that it's just becoming a minister. You can become CEO of your company. You can become chairman of a company. You can become an influencer. You can become something that people can point at. The onus is on you. The onus is on you and nobody else. So this world belongs to all of us. We must be agents of change, of mindset. We must be agents of change of the way we look at things. We must be agents that would breed happiness for all. That's what is very, very important. I have lived a life of poverty. I have been poor. I've touched poverty. I've slept with poverty. I've eaten poverty. I have felt poverty. I know what it means to be poor. But as I said, all of us are given the same 24 hours. At the same time, you also have to know that all the rains that come to the world come from heaven. There's no rain that comes down going upwards. We all benefit from such rains. We breathe the same air. We have one sun. We have one moon. We have the same stars. We have everything. The same mountains, the same trees, the same everything. What it means is, if we believe in ourselves, if we believe in God, we can do something. We can change the world. I want you to change the world. I want you to make sure that you are a champion in the little place where you are. And you must believe, you must know that you have a responsibility to undertake. This world will not be built by some aliens coming from what people believe there are some planets somewhere. This world is going to be built by us, people. And you, the young ones, are the architects, the engineers, the builders, the designers, the painters, the plumbers, the electricians, the garden boys, the everything that would build a better world. But all that requires an understanding amongst different people of the world. All I'm trying to communicate to you is that there's always room for you to move forward. There's always room for you to achieve more. There's always room to better yourself. I'll tell you my story, a little bit of it. I never went to the university, as I told you, but when I was 46, and that time I was able to have most of my things. I was able to fly wherever I wanted to go. I was able to see any doctor I wanted to. My children, I have 4 children. We're going in the first-class schools in this country. Some are in the United States. One is in Malaysia, and another one is in Cape Town. Another one is in Swaziland. I had to go back to school. And when I told my friends, I said, I'm going back to school at the Malawi Institute of Journalism to do diploma in journalism. People said, but what are you looking for? I said, no. Education gives us a software and ability to do things. it's a software that enables us to understand the narrative of the world, to understand the discourse. Education will make you have a pass, a gate pass to get to the table where decisions are made. So, simply put, you just have to work hard. You just have to get education. So, much as I did not get adequate education in my earlier days of life because of the situation I was in, I never gave up. I didn't give up. I didn't give up. I didn't give up. I didn't give up. I went to do a diploma in Malawi at the Malawi Institute of Journalism. And after that, I now applied in the University of Malawi. I passed with a distinction, by the way, when I did my diploma. So after that, I went to the University of Malawi at the Chancellor College. And that time, I think I was 50, I think 49, thereabout. I went there. It was full-time course. I was there for all the years that I needed to be there. And I graduated. I was the eldest in my class. And I got a degree. I now have a degree. All right, now I have a degree. It helps you. You can better yourself every time. You can better yourself. You have to be a better person. You have time to improve. It's not easy, but it's possible. You should be worried of things that are impossible. But things that are possible, take a go on them. Do them. You see, look, I'm done with a degree. I'll be looking at something else. I was done with a diploma. I'll be doing something else. You do, that's one thing down, and you are one step better. You do another thing, that's two things down. You are 2 steps better. Now you can be competitive. You can be relevant. There are times when we have unnecessary anger with ourselves or with the world because we don't understand how the world operates. So I will still call upon you to look at life differently from this moment. You can be someone. You can be the next Secretary General of the United Nations. If you're in Africa, you can be the next Secretary General of the AU. If you're in the United States, you can be the next President of the United States. You just have to believe. You can be the President of France. You can be the President of Gambia. You can be the President of Zimbabwe. These people are humans just like you and me. What is important is to prepare, because if you don't prepare yourself, even when an opportunity comes, you find that you're not prepared and you cannot get in. You have no pass. So life is like that. I know that there are better stories out there, but this is a story that I wanted to share with you because I think I have an obligation and a responsibility to share with you. Probably what happened to me is not the very best things, but as I said, in life, it's not just becoming the very best. It's not becoming the richest. It's not becoming the biggest. It's about being happy. It's about achieving what your environment gives you to achieve. And there's always room to improve. So right now, I am happy. I'm serving as a cabinet minister in the government of Malawi. I was appointed by the President of the Republic of Malawi, Dr. Lazarus McCarthy Chakwera, who says he has confidence in me that I can help out run his government and make a contribution because he has a dream for our country. So he needed to have some people around him with a like mind so that we are able to change the world. We need to change our villages. We need to change our towns. We need to change our districts. We need to change our regions. We need to change our nation. And once we change our nation, we are going to subscribe to the better set of nations of the world, and we are going to go there with a changed nation. Hence, everything is going to change, and then we'll be able to change the world. So I wish you well, and look at yourself as a potential person to become something, to become someone. Look at yourself as the next best thing to happen to this world. I mean, life is like when you are making cakes. When you put them in an oven, they are small. But when you put the necessary temperatures and everything, they become big, brown. And so you are like cake that has not been put in an oven. You must take yourself to the oven, and then you must become something, and not just something as part of the apparatus to oppress the world or create havoc in the world. Be an apparatus that can bring something positive to humanity, something positive, something good, something that will make the people of God start to look at the bigness of God, that God, you are there and you can take care of us. So poverty is not an excuse. Coming from a poor country is not an excuse. Coming from a poor family is not an excuse. There's absolutely no excuse. Stand up, move on, achieve, shine, and be bright. Thank you very much, and I wish you well. Thank you.